And then release the legs down. Tuck the toes under. Hands are still under the shoulders, so tuck the toes under. Knees, thighs off the floor. Draw the belly in to protect your back as you come into plank. Chaturanga. Plank. Chaturanga. Plank. Chaturanga. Last one. Plank. Yeah. Bend the legs, push back. Stretch out the shoulders. Let's walk the legs out on the spot and start to get into these hamstrings. Swing the hips so you can loosen up through the hip area as well, pelvis. Bend the legs, push back through the shoulders and armpits, spinal flow. Shift into a high plank. Bend the legs, take the tail back and up. Rolling forwards, tail back and up. Connecting to the energy flow through the spine. Okay, now when we come into a high plank, we're going to keep rolling over the toes. If it's too strong though, come to the knees. And let's come into Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. So if it's too strong, like I said, come onto the knees. Shift the weight from one hand to the other. Heels are drawn in, so the legs are active again. Good, shoulders back. Nice, draw the belly in. Rolling back over the toes. Bend the legs, pushing back. And lightly step the right foot forwards in between the hands. Push into that front foot. Let's sweep the arms up to the sky, the sun. Left hand on the floor. Twisting to the right. Good, right hand to the floor on the inside of the front foot. Turn the back foot to the side. Reach the left arm up. Utthita Parsvakonasana. And let's open up through the front of the body so we're bracing that front arm against the leg and moving the hips towards the stage as much as possible. Place the left hand down again. Twist to the right. Same as we did before. Back heel is up. Top thumb above the mouth. And again, Utthita Parsvakonasana. Bracing your arm against the leg. Left arm up. Place the hands down. Bring this front foot back. Turn the hip up and let's look underneath the right armpit. Work down through that left heel. Stretch the top leg to the ceiling. And then bend the leg. Stretch it up. Bend. Up. Bend. Stretch it up. Shift into plank again. And now bend it and bring it round in circles. Nice wide circles. And now let's take the leg back, drop the foot back, lift the hips up high, reaching the right arm out to the side or to the front. Good, relax the head and that right heel's up. Good, left leg straight. Nice. And then let's flip back. Walking the legs out again on the spot, swinging those hips. And come into our spinal flow. High plank. Bend the legs, tail back. Forwards. Back. High plank. Keep rolling over the toes. Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, upward dog. Draw the belly button back. Bend the legs. And let's step the left foot forwards in between the hands. Push into that front foot. Sweep the arms up to the sky. Right hand to the floor. Twisting to the left. Hand to the floor, brace your arm against the leg, turn that back foot sideways, and let's reach the right arm to the ceiling. So you might still feel a little bit tight, don't worry about that. Still just warming the body up gradually. Just watch your top wrists not kinked. Nice, Paula. Take the hand down, we twist again. Back heel up, left hand to the ceiling. Same as before, Utthita, Parsvakonasana. Open up through that front knee, hip. Take the hand down, bring this front foot back, turn the hip up, look underneath your left armpit, work the right heel to the floor, and then stretch the top leg to the ceiling. Bend the leg, stretch it up to the ceiling, bend, and up, bend, and up. Shifting into plank, taking the knee round in nice wide circles. Back in the opposite direction. And now let's take this leg back, drop it over behind us, stay on the toes of your left foot, and right leg is straight. Flip back, walking the legs out on the spot, and let's walk the feet halfway up the mat and we'll hang forwards in Uttanasana. Just stretching out through the back again, hamstrings a little bit more. You can either hold on to your elbows here, or you might rest the hands on the floor. Twist from one side to the other. And let's go a little bit deeper. So take hold of your right leg and just begin to fold yourself over the right leg. Shift the weight into that left foot, left hip. Other side. Shifting weight into that right foot, right hip. Back into a neutral position. Let's take the hands behind the back, interlace the fingers, stretch the arms over. Straighten the legs and then turn from one side to the other. Head completely relaxed. Inhale, lift up to halfway. So bring the palms together if you can. Check that your shoulders are in line with the hips. Bring this left foot into the middle of your mat. So bend the left leg. Take the weight into that left foot and let's stretch that right leg back. Pushing into the heel, ball of the big toe. Chin slightly down. Inhale, let's come up to standing. Bring the knee up and let's kick the foot away. Open the heart. Good. Bend the leg back. Inhale up. And back. And one more, let's come up. Release the hands, left hand on your left hip, take hold of your right big toe. Some of you stay here. Those of you who can straighten the leg, stretch it out and bring the front shoulder back. Nice. Take the knee or leg out to the side, reach the left arm out to the side. And if you're quite stable, you can look over your left hand. Good, bring the leg back. Place the foot just above the left knee and let's bring the palms together. Inhale, reach the arms up and let's exhale, sink the hips down. So let's try and keep that right knee nice and wide. You can either keep your forearms on the shin bone, place the hands on the floor, or turn to the left, palms together, pulling back through that top shoulder. Okay, let's place the hands on the floor. Release this right leg. Walk the legs out again on the spot. Come to the front of your mat. If you're quite happy staying here in Uttanasana, feel free. Otherwise, we come through a squat and we do a few little rolls. Catching our balance as we come up. So when you roll, just notice how you roll. As in, try and be as soft as you can so there's no rigidity. Okay, we rock back up into a squat. Interlace the fingers here, take the knees wide, and let's stretch from one side to the other. So just check in with your feet. Eventually, you'll have your feet flat and parallel. Otherwise, your heels might be up at this stage or turned out to the side. That's fine. Whatever you can manage. Okay, place the hands down. Bakasana, jumping back through Vinyasa. Coming up. Lifting out of the chest again. Catching your balance. Nice. And then we jump back into Chaturanga. Lovely. Upward dog or cobra. That's all right. Heels are in. Yes. Draw the belly back. Downward dog. Okay. Walk the feet halfway up the mat. And we hang forwards in Uttanasana. So now we're going to do all of that on the other side. Okay, bend the legs, interlace the fingers, stretch the arms over, turning from one side to the other. Back into a neutral position. Let's inhale, lift up to halfway, so shoulders in line with the hips again, lifting out of the chest. This time we wriggle that right foot into the middle of the mat and slowly take the left leg back. Pushing into that heel, ball of the big toe. Straight leg. Straight. Okay, let's come up standing balance. Bring the left leg up and kick the foot away. And then back. And up. Kick it away. So power down through that right leg, your foundation leg. Kick back, left foot. And up. Reach the hands out to the side. Good. Bend the leg, right hand on the right hip. Stay here with the bent leg or stretch the leg out. Take the leg out to the side, either straight or bent again, right arm out to the side. Looking over your right fingers if you've got your balance. Good, come back. Place the foot just above the right knee, palms together. And flex that left foot just to protect the knee. Inhale up. And exhale, folding forwards. Sinking into the hips, taking the weight into the heel. So forearms are on the shin bones. You can either stay here, have the hands on the floor, or you can twist to the right. Okay, let's place the hands on the floor, release that foot, walk the legs out on the spot, stay here, Uttanasana, or through a squat, rolling. Okay, on the next one, we're going to come into some core. So we rock up, good, reach the hands out to the side, Navasana, boat pose, lifting out of the chest so your legs can be bent or straight. And now slowly just begin to lean back. So you might just come back a little bit, depending on your back. And exhale, bend the legs and reach past the feet. So you're bringing the thighs into the chest. Inhale again, maybe just a small extension, or you might go all the way to just off the floor. Exhale, inhale. And we look forwards. So support your head. Exhale, reach. Inhale. And keep going. Nice breathing. Okay, so we are going to add on. So we reach out forwards. Now slowly roll yourself back. Keep the legs bent. Place the hands on the floor. Lift the hips. Little lift. Straighten the legs and begin to extend them away. Pelvic floor. Bend the legs. Little lift. So remember, we're not using momentum to lift the sacrum off the floor. Ten. 9. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 'And last one, we hold. So you can either keep the hands where they are or hands behind the head. So extend out through the legs, hold them off the floor. Not up yours, down. Straight legs if you can. You might even look up towards the feet. Hold, 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 hold. And then bring the knees into the chest. Give yourself a big hug. Take the knees wide. And a little rock from side to side. You can turn the head from side to side as well. Holding on to the outside edges of your feet. Stretching one leg out and then the other leg out. Okay, let's place the feet together on the floor. So feet together. Stretch the arms out by the side of the body, roll the shoulders under, and let's reach or raise the hips up. So a little bit of glute work here. So feet are together, the ankles will separate, that's fine, but just try and keep the feet together. So roll the shoulders under. Now from here we start to squeeze the legs together and then separate. And then squeeze, keeping the hips up, and then separate. Squeeze. So you can imagine you're squeezing one of those Pilates balls in between their thighs. Really good for firing up, waking up the glute muscles. A little bit through the thighs as well. Squeeze, hips high. Can you feel that both glutes are working the same amount? You might even just give your glutes a bit of a prod. Notice if one is firing up more than the other. And if one is, then just put a little bit more effort into the sleepy one. Feeling those glutes. All right, and then let's release. Just take the hands out to the side, keep the feet on the floor, just take them about as wide as your mat, letting the knees rest into each other. Just let the glutes release for a moment. Now take the right foot on your left knee. So we just stretch out the glute and the hip and we take the knees first to the right. Looking over the left shoulder. Inhale, come up. Keep the right foot on the left thigh. Take the knees to the left. Left hand, right thigh. Just gently bringing that knee down towards the floor. Inhale, come up. Take the right hand now through the triangle and let's hold on to the left shin bone or the thigh, depending what's more comfortable for you. And push that right knee away with your right elbow, bringing the shin bone towards the chest. Right foot is flexed, shoulders relaxed. Keep holding on to this left shin bone. Stretch the right leg up to the ceiling. Let's rock up. Catch your balance. Good. Right leg on the floor. Take the left leg over the top. So bring this left heel back towards the right hip. Lift the buttocks up. Inhale and exhale, folding forwards. So right leg is straight. You can hold on to your foot if you can reach it quite comfortably. Doesn't really matter either way. Hands by the side of the leg is fine as well. The main thing is that we keep lifting out of the chest. If you want to have a little wriggle here just to get a bit more length, then you can. And then the exhale, just softening in, but keep lifting out of the chest. Breathing your way in to a nice forward fold. Inhale, let's come up. So we twist, bring this right foot to the outside of the left foot to the outside of the right knee. Twisting towards the left, so we're sitting up nice and straight. So you can either keep hugging the thigh or the knee, or if you want to bind, take your right arm through and hold on to your back hand. Looking over your shoulder, your back shoulder. And remember, with the twist, we're always exhaling, moving into the twist. Inhale brings you out a little bit. So if you're attempting the bind, you want to try and get the armpit right onto the leg, so you've got more freedom of movement through the bottom part of your arm. Yeah, so Wendy, you went here, and then you're going like that. You've got to get your armpit right against the leg. Even bring this foot forwards a bit so you've got a bit more space. And then you might be able to get the arm through. Yeah. And there we go. Maria, she's got it. Okay, then let's come back. Bring both feet together. Prop yourself up. Pavrita Pakasana. Variations, if you can. Left side. So we lift the back thigh onto the arm, onto the arm. So you're coming either into a bent-legged position. We'll all start here, and then for those of you who can do the variations, scissor legs, then legs together, and then bent and back into that same position. So the first step is locking that front arm into the front of the leg. Palm flat. Yeah, that's it. So you've got to create a seat for the legs to sit on. So if your arms are straight, there's no seat, there's no bench. So the arms have got to be bent, and then the legs sit above the elbows. That's the first step. Gracias. So just give it a go wherever you're at, doesn't really matter. Nice. Good stuff. Good. Okay, and then we come back. We rock and roll Vinyasa. Rock up, jump or step. So you're stepping into plank or you're jumping into chaturanga. Now we jump through onto the floor, so right shin bone first, left behind. Feet parallel, slowly rolling the body back down. And we do all of that on the other side. Hands out to the side. Left foot flexed. Place it on the right thigh, take the knees to the left first of all. Just allowing a little bit of weight to go into that right leg. Try and get as much opening through that right hip as you can. Inhale, come up, other side. Right hand this time on the left thigh. Just gently bringing that left thigh down towards the floor, looking over the left shoulder. Inhale, come up. Take the left hand through the triangle, holding on to the right shin bone or back of the thigh again. So remember, we want to be keeping the left foot flexed to protect that left knee. Pushing the left knee away with your left elbow or hand. Long, slow Ujjayi breaths. Okay, let's stretch the left leg up to the ceiling. So keep holding on to your right shin bone. Rock up, catch your balance. Good. Place the left leg onto the floor and we bring this right leg across. Lifting the buttocks up. A little bit of a flexed foot. Inhale here and we exhale, fold forwards. So eventually we want to be lining up so you've got your right thigh on top of the left leg. So eventually we'll be lining up the knees on top of each other. Inhaling, lifting and lengthening. Exhaling, just softening forwards. Inhale, let's come up. So let's twist, right foot, left knee. So we twist towards the right, either hugging that leg into the chest, full belly, inhaling here, exhaling, twist. Or if you're coming into the bind, try and get that armpit right onto the leg, taking the left arm through and holding onto your right hand. So we breathe in, we lift up through the spine, and then on the exhale, we squeeze and twist. Inhaling, lifting and lengthening, coming out of the twist a little bit. Exhale, squeeze and twist. Inhaling and exhaling. One more. And squeeze and twist, go as far as you can. And let's inhale, come out. Bring both feet together. So now we're doing Pavrita Bakasana to the right. So we place the hands down, lock that front leg into the front of the arm, top of it. Lift the back thigh onto the back arm, and then just start to play around with your balance here. You might take both feet off, one foot off at a time. Just see how you go. You're doing the variations. Scissor legs, straight legs, bent legs, and back. Nice, Curtis. Take the hands a little bit wider if you can. Good. Strong through those legs. Cool. All right, rock and roll. Vinyasa. Coming up. Jumping into chaturanga or stepping into plank. Just walking the legs out again on the spot. And let's step the right foot forwards in between the hands. Sinking the hips down. So let's start to stretch out through the hip flexors first. Sinking into the hips, a little bit of movement here from side to side. Maybe round in small circles. Go back in the opposite direction. Back knee on the floor now. Lift the front toes up. Left hand on the toes, folding forwards. Shoulders relaxed. And if you want to go a little bit further, just bring that front foot further forwards. Inhale, coming up. Take this front foot out to the side. Keep the back knee on the floor, so we just sink into the hips again. Left hand to the left. Right forearm on the thigh. Dropping that left hip forwards, looking over the right shoulder. So make sure that that front foot is turned out. It'll want to turn out anyway, because it will want to follow that same line as the knee. Coming back, reach back with your right hand and let's take hold of the left foot. So if this is too strong, come into Raja Kapotasana position, and I'll show you in a moment. If you're in this position, you're rolling forwards over your kneecaps. You're not jamming back into that kneecap. Bringing that left hip down. Does anyone want the second option, or everyone's back knees are okay? I take silence as a, you just do what you want to do. So let's work into that left hip. Spice it up a little bit. Okay, release the foot. Now, place something underneath this front heel. If you've got a sweatshirt or a sock, and you'll be in trouble if you've got odd socks on. Yeah. Okay, let's stretch the leg out. So the leg is slightly out to the side, which just does make it a little bit easier. Hanumanasana, a little bit of a variation with the leg out to the side. Just moving slightly in, out, again. Be curious. What is going on through this leg? Or maybe the left hip flexors. Curtis, you'll have to send us some videos of you doing your yoga practice when you're away. Maybe get some footage of some polar bears and yeah, I know. Good luck with that. Okay, let's inhale, come up. So you can either rest here in child's pose, knees wide, or you might come straight into plank, chaturanga, vinyasa. Okay, now we do that on the other side. So left foot forwards in between the hands. First of all, a little bit of prep through the hip flexors before we start to go deeper into the hamstrings. So I'm just moving around in small circles here. Back in the opposite direction. A little bit from side to side. Forwards, backwards. Okay, back knee on the floor, toes pointing away. Just wriggle this front foot. Oh, actually, first of all, wriggle this front foot forwards and let's stretch out the front leg. Another little preparatory stretch. Right hand maybe on the toes, depending how strong it is for you. Doesn't have to be. And if it is on the toes, pull the toes back. Breathing your way into a nice deep forward fold. Inhaling lifts the body up, gives you a bit of space, length, and then the exhalation folds you in. Okay, let's release here. Bring this foot out to the side. Bringing the right hip forwards, right hand out to the side, left forearm on the thigh. Just dropping into that right hip, looking over your back shoulder. Turning that foot out, Wendy, a little bit more. Go. Coming back, bring the foot in a little bit. Lift the back foot up, so roll forwards over your kneecap. Reach back with your left hand. Dropping into that right hip now. If you want the second option, let me know. Can you do it with your other hand, Wendy, or not? Yeah. I wasn't sure if... Okay, let's release here. Placing whatever you've got underneath that front heel. And let's slide this left leg out. So hands are on the inside. Little bit of movement here from side to side. Untuck the back toes if they're tucked under. And just gradually begin to work your way into a deeper Hanumanasana variation. Leg out to the side. And let's inhale, come all the way up. Just bring this front leg back. Vinyasa if you like, or knees wide, big toes together. Balasana. You might even just reach the hands forwards here, or one hand on top of the other. Forehead on the back of the hand. Or your last vinyasa. And now let's come forwards or down onto the floor, and we will come into Shavasana. Relaxation. So make sure that you're comfortable, warm.